Welcome to this basketball broadcast brought to you by WHOU and WFKT by Bowers Funeral Home, the County Federal Credit Union, TNT, Northern Maine Community College, Scoville Building Supply, FAP Body, United Insurance, J. McLaughlin Construction, Daigle Oil Company, Priority Auto Sales, Rick Hannigan Plumbing, Cushman & Sons, KVHC, County Ag and Turf, Holton Tire and Steelstone, Maine Equipment, Griffith Ford, Napa and Coastal Auto Parts, Pat's Pizza, Madigan Home Healthcare, Pioneer Times, Pioneer Broadband, Thompson and Hamill, Aroostook Limousines, Huber Engineered Woods, Jeans Electronics, County Physical Therapy, Katahdin Trust Company, White Smiles, Maine Baseball Academy, S.W. Collins, Nortrax, Herring Brothers. Now let's go down to the floor.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to Caribou High School as we're taking in this Monday afternoon game. This is game number 3 of 4 games today. A couple JV games played early on, and this afternoon here on WHOU, we are about to bring you 2 games featuring Class B teams. It's the Caribou John Bapst teams hooking up. Boys will play first, tipping off in about 12 minutes. The girls taking place shortly thereafter. We want to welcome you in. I am Tim Tweedy, joined here by Rob Moran. And Rob, we made the trip up as we've got multiple games here going on WHOU, and you and I are glad to take in some Class B boys here on this Monday afternoon.
Yeah, I get to come up here and watch the Caribou boys. Always a treat, very talented team going up against a kind of a younger John Bapst team, but feisty and hopefully ready to go.
Yeah, 2 teams right now, and so far in this early part of the season, opposite ends of the spectrum. Of course, Caribou is the defending Class B state champions, and they return 4 of 5 starters. A deep team who has looked like the defending state champion so far, coming into this contest with a record of 4-0. John Bapst, on the other hand, they're 0-3, but Coach Ed Jones' team not going to quit. They've made the trip up, and as we watch them warm up, you know, they do have some talent out there, but they're going to have to play a nearly perfect game in order to keep up with the Vikings.
Yeah, certainly they have some athleticism. You can tell just by watching them in warm-ups and some of the things we've heard. But like you said, they're going to have to come ready to play against Caribou. Caribou, so athletic at all 5 positions. All 5 of the kids, we saw them last week. They can all score the ball, and just a really solid team.
Well, don't go too far. We'll take a short break here from our sponsors as we send it back to the station. And when we come back, Rob and I will talk about each team as well as talk about what we've got coming up here on WHOU. Back with more of the J. McLaughlin Construction pregame show in 2 minutes on WHOU.
Aroostook Limousines and Ace Rent-A-Car get you there in style. Aroostook Limousines has 8 and 12-passenger limousines and a 20-passenger party bus for evenings out, proms, weddings, birthdays, concerts, whatever the celebration. Travel anywhere in-state. And Ace Rent-A-Car specializes in insurance rentals and has locations in Presque Isle, Holton, and Patton at Savage Paint and Body. Ace offers everything from compact cars to vans. Ace Rent-A-Car. We do it right and we make it easy. Reach both businesses at 768-7368.
Hello, this is Tony Bowers at Bowers Funeral, and we want to wish good luck to all area basketball teams, boys and girls, as you strive for the gold ball at the end of the season. We are proud to be a part of your communities and our family serving your family since 1900. Good luck, play hard, and above all, be good sportsmen.
Be good for Nana, okay?
I love you. That's nutmeg.
A moment like this is decades in the making. the County Federal Credit Union, partnering with you to achieve financial success so you can enjoy the moments that matter. CountyFCU.org.
County Ag and Turf Supply is at its new home on 7 Dow Siding Road in Caribou, offering the same great service. Randy and Jerry are working hard to supply the county with the best products. They offer Blue Seal Feed, Sentinel, Inspire, and Dynasty and Triple Crown for your equine, Home Fresh Extra Egg and Multi-Flock Pellets, and Crumples and Mealworm for your poultry, Entrust Pet Food for your cat or dog, Minerals for your beef and dairy. They have feed for all your livestock. County Ag and Turf Supply also has wood pellets, lubricants, and of course, Willow the Blue Seal Rabbit on the premises. Stop by County Ag and Turf Supply today.
Welcome back to the Jay McLaughlin Construction pregame show here on WHOU. 9 minutes until we have the starting lineups and tip-off coming to you here. Tim Tweedy, Rob Moran, joined by Lori Susi, making the trip up today to cover Caribou John Bapst. And again, two teams right now in different directions. Caribou coming in at the number 2 seed in Class B. They got a perfect record of 4-0, coming off a big win at Holton. Game that was close for most of the game, but ended up being a 73-62 victory. The Vikings kind of flexing their muscle later on in the fourth quarter to pull away in that one. John Bapst, their record is 0-3, still looking for that first win there, the 15th ranked team in Class B. They lost to Foxcroft Academy when they played on Wednesday. That score was 63-51, and you know, Rob, we can preview a little bit here. The Caribou Vikings, a team that you're familiar with. We got to watch them last year an awful lot and saw that deep run in the postseason.
Yeah, like we said before, 5 great athletes for Caribou. It's really hard to pick a best player, but if you had to, you'd probably say Parker Depre, kid that can do it all, second team All-State last year. But they're just loaded with talent. Alex Bouchard's a senior point guard. He can play for anybody, just very under control, great player. Saw the Marker kid the other night. You leave him open, Isaac Marker, very athletic, and he just, if you leave him open, it's a 3-ball. Sawyer Depre, who got our Pat's Pizza post-game guest the other night, he 24 points, I believe. He looks like he's much improved offensively. Not that he couldn't score before, because I don't just think he didn't ever look to score the ball, but he's a really good player. And their fifth starter is Ethan Holdsworth, who down at Holton was saddled with foul trouble, but a tremendous athlete. It just fits right in with this team perfectly. He's just a kid that loves to get out and run, super athletic, just like the rest of them. So very good team. They got good depth. Coach Corrigan said that their depth this year probably better than last year. So in a tough, I mean, it's never easy to repeat, but in a tough Class B division, they're set up to repeat, but Herman and Ellsworth and some of those teams at Holton, I'm sure, would have a few things to say about that. So we'll see.
And Jacob Burkowski will come off the bench and play some minutes, as will Michael Brigman. And, you talked about Sawyer Depre. As last year, he was a sophomore, maybe a bit more of a role player. And if you could add in any more star power, squeeze it into this lineup, that's kind of what Sawyer's done so far here in the early season, despite the fact that he's surrounded by a bunch of seniors who have put in a lot of time on this team, and his brother Parker, as well as Alex Bouchard, and then Isaac Marker. Sawyer's carving out a niche for himself. He's no longer a role player. He can step up, as you said, and drop 25 on any given game.
Yeah, the thing that I was so impressed with was his first step down in Holton. He was facing kids up and ripping and going, and he'd get shut off, and he'd cross dribble back, go the other way. He's just super first step and good at a change of direction. I thought he was a great finisher around the rim. He had some difficult finishes in Holton around the rim.
And it's good to see him out there. He looks like he's running fine. We were told everybody's at 100% as Sawyer had turned an ankle in that game, but he's had some time since that game in Holton. It's been nearly a week, so Sawyer looks plenty healthy. On the other side for John Bapst, Coach Ed Jones' team, coming in here still looking for that first win. They've got a pretty good player, one of the better players, better shooters anyway, at least in the Big East, and Rhett McDonald, who leads their team in scoring. Outside from there, Rob, it's been a number of different players so far through their first 3 games. They graduated a lot of talent on last year's team, and then we'll see Sam Ellis will play some, Quinn Mitchell. Those are a couple of the seniors. But this is a team, Rob, that so far, if they're going to win today, I guess I would say, they're going to have to stick to their pace, which is on the season so far 42 points a game. Caribou, on the other hand, is coming in averaging 71 points a game, and you got to say that it's going to have to be tempo.
Yeah. It's going to be a battle of tempo. Who can impose their will on the game? Can Bapst be very deliberate and make them throw multiple passes and turn it into a half-court 1 minute per possession game. Caribou, they're going to want to play at a frenetic pace, get up and down the court. They're going to press, and they're about as good a team as I've seen, Tim, going from defense to offense. The other night, multiple times, we saw 2 passes, and the ball never touched the floor, and they got layups. And that's Bapst's challenge today is you better have your track shoes on and get ready to get back against Caribou. Otherwise, somebody's laying it in.
You get a talented junior out there in Cayman Zephyr. We'll see what he draws for a defensive assignment. On the offensive end, we saw him out here in the halftime of the JV girls game. Throwing it down pretty easy, lobbing it up. So clearly some athleticism on this JV team, or the John Bapst team, but can they put it together? And again, can they control the tempo? Can they compete with Caribou on the boards? A couple questions that will be answered in about 4 minutes or so. We'll go ahead, take one last break, take a 1.5-minute break, and when we bring it back, we'll preview what we have coming up for games on WHOU. We're not long from getting started. We'll have the starting lineups brought to you by the County Federal Credit Union back in 90 seconds on WHOU.
Want that special item for this year's high school basketball season to show your team support? Cushman & Sons, locally owned and operated in Presque Isle, has team sportswear and will do custom embroidery, screen printing, logo design, digital and printing, as well as banners, decals, and other vinyl works. Cushman & Sons also can design trophies, awards, and add specialty items. Cushman & Sons, 764-3833 or CushmanandSonsInc.com. And don't forget to visit and like their Facebook page. If you can think it, Cushman & Sons will say, yeah, we can do that.
From Jeans, where you'll find better TV and more ways to enjoy it. Get 190 channels for $59.99 a month with Dish. Plus, get a free voice remote on us. And remember, we're also trained Nest Pros and deliver white glove service for all kinds of smart home solutions, like the Google Nest Learning Thermostat or the Google Nest Cam Outdoor, which lets you look after your home from anywhere so you can travel worry-free. So come and visit our newest location on Stillwater in Bangor, or visit us online to find a local store near you.
And we are back again here from Caribou High School on WHOU. 2 minutes from getting this one underway. The Caribou Vikings are going to be taking on the John Bapst Crusaders. Lots of games happening today here on WHOU. At the conclusion of this game, we will have Caribou John Bapst girls. That game should take place somewhere around 4:30 p.m., so you don't have to go anywhere. We can take you right through the evening. Also happening right now in Presque Isle, the Foxcroft Academy Ponies have made the way up to the Star City. The girls' game starts at 3. The boys are at 4:30, and hopefully 2 pretty good games there as well. We will then take a 2-day break for the holidays, be off tomorrow as well as on Wednesday for Christmas. Right back at it, though, on Friday. I should say a 3-day break, because on Friday we're going to have the Hall of Fame Classic. It's a new event, started a couple years ago at the Cross Insurance Center. A lot of good folks, Tony Hamlin, Jamie Russell, and some others, part of the Maine Basketball Hall of Fame, initiated this event. And in this year is going to feature 16 different schools. Some of those schools: Greenville, Woodland, Port Fairfield, Calais, George Stevens Academy, Mattanock, Bucksport, Stearns, Dexter, PCHS, Penquist Central, Searsport, Lee Academy, Deerhouse, Stonington, and Sumner. If you are not a fan of one of those teams, it might be a good chance to get a preview of them heading into the postseason, as certainly some of those teams will look to vie for postseason berths, no doubt about it. And you can go on WHOU.live and sign up behind the paywall. It costs $10 is all that's going to be, or you can sign up for a year-long subscription, which drops the price down to $7 or so per month, and for that you get free access to all of those games, which is going to include covering games in the postseason. We will have the regional semifinals as well as the regional finals through the Maine Principal Association, all those games in Bangor, Augusta, and Portland. We're now going to take it down to the floor, where we're going to have the County Federal Credit Union starting lineups. We'll take it down to the PA announcer.
A senior, number 30, Isaiah Rice. A sophomore, number 32, Jordan Kimball. A senior, number 34, 34, Devlin Crowley. A sophomore, number 44, Corey Butler. And a junior, number 52, Connor Young. In the reserves for Caribou, a senior, number 12, Jacob Burkowski. A sophomore, number 20, Michael Brigman. A senior, number 32, Jake Paul. A junior, number 34, Brevin Barnes. A junior, number 40, Corey Herbert. A junior, number 42, Zach Mador. A junior, number 44, Riley Bouchard. A senior, number 50, Joey Gregson. A junior, number 52, Carter Quist. And a junior, number 54, Caleb Espling. And now for today's starters. First from John Bapst, a senior, number 10, Rhett McDonald. From Caribou, a junior, number 10, Ethan Holdsworth. From John Bapst, a junior, number 14, Payman Zephyr. From Caribou, a junior, number 30, Sawyer Depre. From John Bapst, a senior, number 20, Sam Ellis. From Caribou, a senior, number 24, Isaac Marker. From John Bapst, a senior, number 22, Quinn Mitchell. From Caribou, senior captain, number 5, Alex Bouchard. From John Bapst, a sophomore, number 50, Jaden Soccerbasin. And from Caribou, senior captain, number 22, Parker Depre. John Bapst is coached by Ed Jones. He's assisted by Steve Kimball and Malik Koenig. Caribou is coached by Kyle Corrigan. He's assisted by Ben Rosser, Jeremiah Fitzherbert, and Andre Rosignol. The officials for today's game are Mr. Thibodeau, Mr. Duff, and Mr. Porter. I now invite you to please stand while Caribou High School sophomore Afton Marker and Caribou High School senior Isaac Marker sing our national anthem. We respectfully ask that all fans remove their hats during the singing of the anthem.
A multi-talented Isaac Marker, as he was joined by his younger sister to sing today's national anthem. And that will about get us underway. Once again, starting lineups brought to you by the County Federal Credit Union for the hometown Vikings. It's going to be Alex Bouchard, Ethan Holdsworth, Parker Depre, Isaac Marker, and Sawyer Depre. They'll be coming out in the home whites with the maroon and gold trim. On the other side for John Bapst, coming out in the purple uniforms with gray and white trim, it's going to be Rhett McDonald, Cayman Zephyr, Sam Ellis, Quinn Mitchell, and Jaden Sakabason. And Sakabason, we should say, is not wearing his regular number 42. He's going to be sporting number 50 as the tip is up, and it's going to be controlled by the Vikings.
And Bapst coming right out in the 2-3 zone to start. See how Caribou attacks that.
Caribou's going to move the ball quickly around the perimeter. Fadeaway shot from near the free throw line is going to be put up. Marker couldn't get it to go, but Ethan Holdsworth in with a nice board. Another look here for the Vikings. However, it's going to be turned over.
Yeah, Sawyer Depper tried to split the top of those guards. Good defense by Caribou closing the gap, or by Bapst closing the gap quick.
Here is Zephyr off the feed from McDonald. Back to McDonald, guarded by Alex Bouchard. Drive, Sam Ellis loses it in the lane, and they're going to call it jump ball. John Bapst will have the arrow. 7:17 remaining here in the first quarter as Ellis calls out the play.
Caribou starts out man-to-man just like they normally do.
McDonald, the senior guard here for the Crusaders. Dribbles left hand, gives it off. Ellis, guarded by Parker Depre. Bapst will look to reset some things. We talked about how they're probably going to play more of a methodic pace today. Dropped it down in underneath. Sakabason with a hand in his face. Turnaround shot in the lane, gets it to go. John Bapst is on the board. It's a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, pretty good post up there. He spun to the middle, was able to finish in traffic.
With it, Sawyer Depre. Guarded by McDonald. Now to Bouchard. Again, running this zone offense. Gonna try to find some gaps, and miscommunication as that was Parker Depre trying to feed Holdsworth on the right block. Instead, he threw it out along the baseline. John Bapst get the ball back.
Here comes some pressure from Caribou.
It's going to be Ellis, and that is some token pressure. Has the ball knocked away from behind, but Ellis is able to keep possession for John Bapst. Near steal is Bouchard trying to get in the passing lane. McDonald has it for the Crusaders. Left corner goes to Ellis, crossover dribble, some contact, and a player control foul. Parker Depre stood in there and took the foul, Rob.
Yep, great play by Parker Depre. Pretty good move by Ellis going baseline there, but great help defense. Shut it off and going to go the other way. Such a big play taking the charge. Love it when we see people do that. It doesn't happen a whole lot.
So nearly 2 minutes into this contest, and it's a 2-0 score up on your Coastal Auto Parts scoreboard. As three-pointers up by Marker, couldn't get it to go, but another offensive board for the Vikings. And as Parker Depre came down with it, he was fouled.
Tough to rebound out of that 2-3 sometimes, Tim. You have two people in your area, and you can't box them both out.
Caribou already a good rebounding team. They've got good average height, and as the pass was tipped coming in, it went right back to Isaac Marker, and he was standing out of bounds. So another turnover for the Vikings. They're yet to score. McDonald uses the inside-out dribble, and another player control foul. And once again, it's Parker Depre standing in to take the charge.
Yeah, that one there was a tougher one to take. He moved his feet in the open court a little bit. It was down by the basket, but both players were moving. That was a tougher charge to take. That was a great play by Parker Depre.
You know, and that's one that sometimes earns the groan of the fans as you see the defender was moving, but it's about who initiated the contact.
Right, exactly. That was good D. He was stationary. He was there.
For the Vikings, Holdsworth went to take a power dribble. The ball went off the foot of one of the, I believe that was Quinn Mitchell's foot. So Caribou will keep possession. And off the inbound play, it's Parker Depre. For 2 points, Caribou's on the board.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. You can't be happy if you're Coach Jones for Bapst on that one. Depre gets the ball rolling right to the basket for a layup.
5.5 minutes remain here in the opening quarter. Game's tied at 2. Zephyr beyond the arc, brings it back towards the middle. He's going to find Sakabason now, over to Ellis, right corner, needs some help. Out to Mitchell, and you can hear they call out the high-low play. Mitchell tries to get by Bouchard. Good help defense coming from Isaac Marker. Ellis in the lane, tosses up the floater, gets it to go.
Yeah, tough shot there by Sam Ellis. Thought Parker Depre might get another charge, but not quite that time.
Ellis had not one but two Vikings right in his grill, but still able to get that hoop to go. It's 4-2 now, Crusaders. Sawyer Depre. swings it around. Bouchard thought about it. Instead goes inside. Holdsworth. Bibs out to Marker, whose shot's going to be off from the right side. That three was long. Rebound taken away by Bapst.
Kind of a tough one there. He stepped back on that catch and wanted the 3 ball instead of taking the 2. Tough to make that shot.
Zephyr guarded by Holdsworth. And stepping out of bounds is going to be Rhett McDonald. He had to step back to receive the pass. Wasn't aware of where his feet were placed, so Caribou will get the ball back.
Yeah, he was going to get a shot there, too. He had something good because Caribou player Marker went for the steal, didn't get it, but his foot was out of bounds when he made the catch.
Rob, I think you'd agree that this game so far is being played at the pace that the Crusaders would prefer. As Parker Depre sticks with it, he can't get his shot to go, but he's going to go to the free throw line. With exactly 4 minutes left here in the opening quarter. It's 4-2, John Bapst with the lead. Parker Depre, if he makes a pair of free throws here, can tie up the score.
Yes, I think you're right. Absolutely. They'd be happy to see a score in the 40s.
First free throw is going to be up and good. Quinn Mitchell picked up his second personal, and that gives us an opportunity to pause and give you the injury report, brought to you by County Physical Therapy. Whether you want to get back to sports, back to work, or simply back to living your life, County Physical Therapy can help. Visit one of their 5 convenient locations or online at countypt.com to learn how CPT can help you. And the good news is we talked to both sets of coaches and everybody who's healthy coming into this one, and just like that, off a steal, Isaac Marker is going to give Caribou a 6-4 lead.
Yeah, they're zone pressing now. They're getting some good deep traps, and Bapst turned it over on the first one.
It's tough for Caribou to set up the defense as a 10-second violation. No, timeout. I'm sorry, it's going to be called. As I think a lot of folks in here, including myself, thought that was going to be a 10-second violation. Instead, it's a 30-second timeout. We'll take it as well. Back in 30 here on WHOU.
Out here, builders choose Advantech products to provide a durable base that helps prevent bouncing and warping. So in here, you can enjoy the beauty of luxurious finished floors without worrying about pops, squeaks, or creaks. Because out here, and in here, there's no better sound than the peace and quiet that comes from Advantech products. The flat-out best for a quiet, stiff floor.
Welcome back as we are broadcasting from Caribou High School. Tim Tweedy, Rob Moran. It's Caribou with a 6-4 lead, 3.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter, and a third player control foul taken by, or a charge, I should say, taken by Parker Depre, Rob, in the first 4 minutes of this game.
Yeah, that's impressive. Again, moving his feet, had his defense square, his body squared up, and great defense.
So, Caribou will get the ball back. A low-scoring first quarter here so far. Depre in the lane, turnaround shot, no good. Gets his own rebound, and they're going to say a foul took place. I believe it's going to be whistled in on Depre, given his reaction.
You're going to call over the back. It wasn't a lot of contact there. That's a tough call.
We'll get a chance to ask his dad about it at the Todd Trust Company halftime show. He's coming over. You can interview him and ask him that question, Rob, what he thought of that foul.
No, he'll make the politically correct answer.
As Caribou forces a turnover, Sam Ellis stepping on the sideline.
Yeah, they're a little disheveled against this Caribou press, Bapst is right now. They haven't looked smooth against it yet.
Marker lines one up from downtown, part way down, and then a rimmed out. Rebound taken away. Here's Zephyr. Zephyr guarded by Holdsworth. Pulls it out, sets up the offense, goes to Ellis. Ellis gets in the lane, Marker right in his grill. Got a chance for a three-point play. And it's Ellis with a nice take.
Yep, nice take. A little crossover dribble there, draws contact, and makes the finish. That's a good play by Ellis.
He ties the game at 6.
Number 24, Isaac Marker.
That's the first foul on Isaac Marker. Sam Ellis at the free throw line. And free throw is no good. So the game stays knotted at 6. 2:45 remaining here in the first quarter. Depre. Parker out to Sawyer. Top of the key. Free throw line. Finds Parker. The shot's going to be up. No good again. He stays with it. Can't get the second shot to go. He's going to have a third, and he draws a crowd, and he draws a foul.
Tight, quick off the floor, Parker Depre. misses the shot, but he's the first one up. He's not happy with himself because he missed a couple chippies there, but so quick. It reminds me of Keegan Gentle.
I was thinking the same thing. You took the words right out of my mouth.
Well, great minds think alike most of the time. Right?
Well, then I don't know what's going on here.
Step on certain words in the dictionary. We won't go back to that today.
As Depre makes the first free throw, and Sam Ellis has to come out of the game with his second personal. Now, it's almost like those kids have pogo sticks for legs. I mean, they're just, you can see them on their second jump so much quicker than everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, he missed, like I said, some chip shots there, but he's up off the floor, snatching it down before the other kids are even back up off the floor.
Parker's able to make a pair, and now a steal. As Bouchard finds Holdsworth with a nice take with the left hand, lays it up and in. 10-6 now, Caribou. 2:15 remaining.
Beautiful take there. Beautiful take by Holdsworth.
Tough take, as that was Corey Butler just checked into the game. Couldn't get it to go on the other end. Bouchard couldn't get it to go. Follow up by Sawyer Depre. Caribou's doubled up John Bapst. 2:01 remaining here in the first quarter. It's 12-6. The Vikings with the lead. That'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back here on WHOU.
Excellence at ground level is what you get with J. McLaughlin Construction in Holton. Founded in 2012, the company plans the construction of streets, residential areas, and commercial buildings, and they are involved in both public and private projects. Their high-quality work and many years of experience have earned them an excellent reputation and a loyal client base. Regardless of whether you need a detailed plan for a building or would like to build a road, J. McLaughlin Construction is your reliable partner for all your engineering needs. Call J. McLaughlin Construction at 532-6335 or 694-2546.
Coming back out of the timeout, it's going to be John Bapst basketball. Caribou has gone on a 6-0 run, and now a turnover, unforced turnover, is going to give the ball right back to the Vikings. But, Rob, you noticed that they changed up their defense coming out of that timeout.
Yep, good move there by Coach Corrigan.
Here's Alex Bouchard. Gets it to Holdsworth, down Depre. Caribou moving the ball nicely. Find Marker open in the corner. Marker is a marksman. Good looking shot, makes it 15-6.
Yeah, once you get a little lead, you get some ball movement, those shots become a lot easier.
And the pace is what Caribou has wanted, as stepping on the sideline, and the turnover is Rhett McDonald. He stepped right along the sideline, giving Caribou the ball back. Minute and a half remaining here in the first quarter. Started out a little slow, but the pace has picked up. So Alex Bouchard gets in the lane, can't get his shot to go. Rebounds, take it down. Here is Zephyr coming up the left side of the court. Hesitation, lays it off to Butler, who's going to take steps before he gets a shot off. Another turnover for John Bapst. They're starting to pile up here in this first quarter.
Yeah, good call. A little shuffle there on the dish. Pretty good move by Zephyr. Maybe should have taken the shot.
Sawyer Depre kicks it out. Bouchard. Take the three. Now it's going to be stolen away. Here's Zephyr. Coming back, though, to make the steal. It's going to be Sawyer Depre. Oh, is Holdsworth tried for the great tip. He knew he was going to be able to come down with it. He was trying to feed Marker. Would have been a great play if he could make it happen. He'd need one more inch, Rob, and I think that would have been a highlight reel type play.
Oh, yeah. Great play by Sawyer Depre. Think about those Caribou kids. We set it down at Holton. They get a steal. Their head's looking up. They love to get layups.
There's 50 seconds remaining now here in this first quarter. Three-point attempt. Going to be up and good, as that was Luke Norman able to get the shot to go from downtown. Makes it 15-9.
Yeah, much-needed basket for Bapst there. Caribou was on about an 8-0 run.
Parker Depre looks in underneath. His pass is too low for Holdsworth to handle. Zephyr comes out of it, and he takes steps. Couldn't get his momentum stopped.
Yep, a little extra shuffle when he picked up the dribble. Makes the Caribou go one shot here, Tim.
27.5 seconds left here in the first quarter. Bouchard swings around. Sawyer Depre. Marker takes it, makes it.
Don't need to do it. Don't need to go one shot when you can shoot it like that. Great ball reversal. Opened up that shot.
10 seconds left here for John Bapst to get a shot off. Instead, it's going to be a turnover, as they were trying to find Norman along the baseline, and ball's going to go out of bounds. Caribou with a chance to add to this 9-point lead with 9.1 seconds remaining here in this opening quarter. Parker Depre looks up, sees the clock, He's got 5 seconds. Squares his man up, launches from 3 feet beyond the arc. Shot short, and that is the way the first quarter is going to conclude. Started out a little slow, but then Caribou came to life. They're going to take an 18-9 lead into the second quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute here on WHOU.
TheCounty.me, your source for countywide sports, including scores and highlights from the greater Holton, Presque Isle, and Caribou regions. We also are the source for all the latest daily news and community happenings for readers of the Holton Pioneer Times, the Star Herald, and the Aroostook Republican and News coverage area. Visit us now on the web at thecounty.me.
Katahdin Valley Health Center, or KVHC, is a network of 6 community health centers dedicated to providing affordable, comprehensive, and high-quality care to people of all ages and incomes. We accept all patients and insurances, including those who are uninsured or on main care. Our committed patient care team is here for you, offering an extensive range of services to provide you with quality health care. We're creating healthy communities starting with you. Call or visit our website today.
Quarter action here on WHOU. It is the Vikings leading John Bapst by a score of 18-9. Let's make it 20-9, wasting no time. 2-point shot up and in. And now a traveling violation against the Crusaders. Rhett McDonald is going to give the ball right back to Caribou.
And a little bit of shuffle there, I guess, and nice move previously by Parker Depre. Getting a nice deep catch, and goes with the little baby hook. Caribou looks to have solved that 2-3 zone at this point.
Parker Depre finds Bouchard, pulls up from just inside the free throw line.
How good is he at that shot? Scored a lot of points on that over the years.
It's 22-9 now. Vikings opening things up. McDonald, left-hand dribble, feeds it around. Shot's going to be put up and in. That's going to be second three-pointer for Luke Norman.
Again, much-needed basket. Bapst having a hard time now getting stops. Caribou's in a little bit of a rhythm on offense.
We've seen Burkowski and Bregman check in, both for Caribou, as strong take along the baseline. That's the play you were talking about in the pregame. Ripped through by Sawyer Depre in that first step. Results in a lot of easy hoops and now a steal. Sawyer going to take it himself. He's going to draw contact. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, quick off the floor, Sawyer Depre. Went right up. He didn't snatch that pass, but he got both hands on it. Then he's able to go back up and get it.
That is now going to be 17 fouls against the Crusaders here in the first half.
Think about it, with 4 minutes left in the first quarter, Caribou was on the line to shoot 2 when they were down 4-2.
Yeah.
So in 5 minutes, they've scored 22 points. That's pretty good. They've got it cranked up.
That's getting at it. Sawyer's first free throw is up and good. Makes it 25-12. He's got another free throw coming his way.
The other thing about this Caribou team, they all seem to be really good free throw shooters. You know, most of them. I jinxed them right there, gave him the kiss of death. Misses it, but generally they make their foul shots.
Still a 13-point advantage, though, for Caribou. With it is going to be Sakabason. Rip through move in the lane, and he scores.
Yeah, nice move there by Sakabason. Not great help defense. I'm sure Coach Corrigan didn't like that trip.
Jaden's a big kid for only being a sophomore. Parker Depre gets in the lane, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound taken down by Norman.
Good look, just couldn't knock it down.
Finds McDonald left side to Norman, and he's going to take steps.
Bapst really shooting themselves in the foot with the travels. They've got about 6 travels here, and those are starting to rack up.
They sure are. I've lost track.
Some of them have been with no ball pressure or very little ball pressure, and those are the ones, those really hurt you.
A steal, though, as that was Corey Butler with the quick hands. Finds McDonald. McDonald calls out the play. He wants a high-low. Swings it in the corner to Butler, and he's going to lose it. Here's a steal. Burkowski has it. Burkowski going to take it himself, shows the ball, puts it up. Can't get the shot to go, but he did draw a foul. It looks like Zephyr, I believe.
Pretty good take there by Burkowski. He's quite a ways out from the basket. He took those 2 big, long strides. Like the kids that can cover a lot of ground. didn't travel, just made a nice long stride and got all the way to the cup. And
you could almost see his thought process, Rob. He was waiting for somebody to stop ball.
Yep.
And when they didn't, he said, that's fine, I'll take it myself.
Absolutely.
Burkowski makes the first free throw. He's going to have a second coming up. Second free throw is just as good. We saw Max Chadwick check into the game here from Bapst between free throws. 27-13, the Vikings with the lead. Ball's going to be deflected out of bounds by Brigman. So Bapst will get the ball back underneath their own hoop. Going to be inbounded by Norman, who finds Zephyr. Good out of bounds play, results in 2 easy points.
Yes, great out of bounds play. I'd like to see the instant replay. I'd like to steal that one. That was a good play.
27-16. Bapst is hanging around. Bouchard finds Depre, and that's easy. He's all in underneath by himself. Lays it up and in.
Yeah, too easy there. Deep touch. Like I said, I think they've solved that 2-3.
You can assume when you got a player who's second team All-State, probably better pay a little bit closer attention as Zephyr shot no good from the right side elbow. Here's Sawyer Depre. Dumps it off Bregman. Bouchard fake the 3, kicks it out. Parker Depre. He won't miss that shot.
No, such a smooth stroke and quick trigger. 12 points for the game for Parker Depre.
31-16. 4:52 remaining, and now a turnovers. Caribou dialed up the pressure. John Bapst is just going to throw it into the first row stands over across the way. We'll see Isaac Marker check back in. Sawyer Depre will earn a breather.
Great job by Sawyer. That's the thing. You start making shots and that energy level climbs. Shouldn't be that way. You should always be able to kill it on defense, but it gets better the more you make shots, it seems.
Once again, Depre gets in the lane. One shot won't go. Second shot won't go. He's going to commit the over-the-back foul as he was going for his second offensive board. Instead, he's going to pick up his second personal.
You're probably going to see him get a quick minute here at least.
Holdsworth will come in for Parker Depre. 3 personal fouls now against, or team fouls, I should say, against the Vikings. Crusaders, though, still with 8. Zephyr receives the ball. It's in the hands now of Norman. Works it over. Chadwick in underneath. Shot's going to be up and in. That's going to be Jaden Sockabasin.
That Marker trying to take a charge that time, but ref wasn't having it. I thought that was a good no call by the official.
Yeah, minimal contact. Bregman finds Marker. Wide open from the free throw line. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound taken away. It's Chadwick.
Another great look for Caribou, though. Just missed the shot.
Midway through the second quarter, shot's going to be put up. McDonald can't get it to go. Sockabasin right there. Sockabasin, strong take. Put back, turnaround shot. Up and good off the glass. All of a sudden, it's back to 11, 31-20.
Yeah, nice move there by Sockabasin. 8 points for him.
Bregman lines one up from distance. Gets it to go. And we've got a whistle.
Something on the court over on the other side.
Put that back in the stands, and the official will let Luke Norman know that he can run the baseline as Bapst gets the ball in. It's a 14-point Caribou advantage. Chadwick turns it over. It's going to be a 3-on-1. Holdsworth takes it, tries to put it down. Couldn't complete the dunk. Going to come back the other way. Zephyr is going to take steps.
Yeah, Holdsworth trying to throw it down now. If he'd have been on the other side, been an easier dunk because he's left-handed. Had to try to do it with his right hand.
Yeah, the defender, too, didn't bite on the fake pass. It's Marker out top. Burkowski lines one up. His three-point attempt hangs on the rim, won't go. Holdsworth right there. Holdsworth able to come away with it. Another chance here for the Vikings. Dump pass, Burkowski, Holdsworth. Good play there. It's 36-20 now, Caribou.
Burkowski's done a great job for them off the bench.
There comes Chadwick. His shot's going to be blocked by Brigman. Underneath Sockabasin, his shot's going to be up, and he's going to draw contact. Sockabasin will go to the line. I believe it's going to be Brigman picking up the personal.
Nice strong take by Sockabasin there.
Gave that to the wrong man. It's going to be Alex Bouchard picking up the foul.
Alex Bouchard.
That's 14 fouls, just the first on Bouchard. 2:53 now remaining here in the first half. Saca Basin cannot get the first free throw to fall. The young man's got a second coming his way. Saca Basin dips. And the second free throw is good. So your score's 36-21. Koski finds Marker. Bouchard got it beyond the arc. Drains it. Pretty looking stroke.
Yeah, great stroke. Doesn't shoot a lot of threes, but certainly he can make them.
Biggest lead of the game for Caribou is probably a near travel. Instead, Caribou will end up with a layup. So it's going to be Bouchard up and in for two.
Yeah, they score in flurries, don't they? Here comes another two, maybe.
Getting down on the floor is Holdsworth. Norman, though, able to come up with the basketball for the Crusaders. And now we've got a whistle. And it's going to be a timeout for Coach Ed Jones. We'll see whether he wants a 30 or 60. It's going to be a full timeout. 2:15 remaining here in the first half. We'll be back in 60 seconds on WHOU.
Madigan Healthcare Services provides a continuum of healthcare from skilled nursing facility, rehab therapy, to home healthcare.
After 5 days in the hospital, they suggested that I come to the Madigan. The level of care, the service, the respect that they showed me, even the aftercare, everything about it was really excellent, and I feel healthy. So the services that I've received at the Madigan have enabled me to get back to those things that I really love to do.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
In the first half, the score 41-21. Caribou has really opened things up after a slow start. They enjoyed a 20-point lead. John Bapst would like to be able to chip away at it heading into the locker room as Rhett McDonald's going to have a shot partially blocked by Sawyer Depre. Unable to come up with it, though, is Alex Bouchard, and laying it up and in. Johnny on the spot. That was Luke Norman for two.
Yep, Norman right where he needed to be.
Marker. Dump pass, Brigman, pretty play, finds Sawyer Depre on the baseline cut.
Can't run zone offense any better than that. Barely holding on to the ball and is just thinking next pass, and they're getting layups.
43-23. And near travel, but able to somehow keep possession as McDonald has it. Looked like Chadwick might have gotten away with one. Saca Basin being guarded by Sawyer Depre. Goes to McDonald. Nice dribbling and gets in the lane. McDonald just couldn't get that shot to go. He's got to be frustrated because he did everything but make the layup. And on the other end, good outlet. Layup up and in. And that's going to be Isaac Marker for two.
What a beautiful pass there by Alex Bouchard. Tom Brady's got nothing on him on that one.
Alex Bouchard, quite the athlete for these Vikings. He's going to be a steal. Brigman finds Sawyer Depre taking it right at Saca Basin, who stood his ground. Good defensive play for the block. Back come the Crusaders. Chadwick, he's going to be blocked by Holdsworth. You see some athleticism on display. Sawyer Depre takes it, lays it up and in on the left side. He drew contact from McDonald. Sawyer Depre with a chance for a three-point play.
Yeah, what a nice pass. Great block by Holdsworth. So much length with Holdsworth, long arms, and gets it out. A couple passes later and a layup. Ball barely hit the floor.
Alex Bouchard going to take a seat. 30.8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
So again, 4 minutes in, they had 2 points. And so in the last 12 minutes, they've put up 45 points.
They get 46 with that made free throw by Sawyer Depre. Crusaders with the ball. It's Zephyr. Three-point attempt, going to be up. McDonald can't get it to go. Rebound taken down. Saca Basin has it. Right block, guarded by Sawyer Depre. Down to 15 seconds. Zephyr lines one up from deep. His three-pointer just a little bit too strong, and Sawyer Depre just couldn't corral it, couldn't bring both hands on it. So John Bapst will get the ball. 9.7 seconds left here in the first half. See if they're going to have the last shot of the quarter.
Yeah, I would say they're probably going to look for one here if they're able to.
And they're unable to get it in, though. Zephyr didn't have the clock in his head. He couldn't find anybody. Good defense played by the Vikings. So Caribou with a chance to try to put the score over 50 here in the first half. We're going to have 9.7 seconds. Bouchard will come back into the game. You'll see what Coach Corrigan dials up here for a play. Bouchard goes behind his back. 7 seconds. Down to 6. Bouchard swings it around. Brigman, 2 seconds, puts one up along the baseline. His shot's going to be short, and that is the way the first half is going to end. Despite the slow start from the Vikings, they hung 48 first half points up. They lead John Bapst 48-23 at the half. Don't go too far. Coming up, we're going to have the Katahdin Trust Company halftime show. Rob is going to interview Ryan Depre, father of a couple of the Caribou starters here, and softball coach, basketball coach for a lot of years. Someone who knows an awful lot about sports up here in the Caribou area. We'll take a 2-minute break and bring it right back here for the Katahdin Trust Company halftime show. Back in 2 minutes.
Get a jump on your future by exploring your possibilities at Northern Maine Community College. The team of faculty and staff at NMCC will position you for a lifetime of success. With over 35 degree and certificate programs, including our newest offerings in water treatment technology, you will be amazed at how quickly your new skills will open a world of opportunity. Visit us online today at nmcc.edu. Northern Maine Community College. Succeed here.
Nortrax is your John Deere construction and forestry equipment dealer for the entire state of Maine. We stand ready to serve all your new and used heavy equipment needs. Count on Nortrax for 24-hour parts and service support and around-the-clock machine monitoring with JD Link. Our certified technicians and parts specialists alongside our product support technology reps are here to serve you. We stand ready as your John Deere construction and forestry equipment team in Maine.
Pioneer Fiber to the Home is now available in Holton, Sherman, Stacyville, Calais, and Baileyville. Streaming live events in high definition like high school basketball is best viewed with the most stable and fastest connections. Pioneer Broadband delivers state-of-the-art fiber directly into your home to handle all of your most demanding internet needs. Don't get left behind with slower technology. Get the fiber you need. Pioneer Broadband.
TheCounty.me, your source for countywide sports, including scores and highlights from the greater Holton, Presque Isle, and Caribou regions. We also are the source for all the latest daily news and community happenings for readers of the Holton Pioneer Times, the Star Herald, and the Aroostook Republican and News coverage area. Visit us now on the web at thecounty.me.
Welcome back to Caribou High School, where we are at the half of a 48-23 Caribou lead over John Bapst. And with me right now is a proud father, Mr. Ryan Depre. Hey, Ryan, how are you?
Awesome. Having a great time, Rob.
So you got to be happy. Kids are looking good here in the first half. Slow start. They only had 2 points after the first 4 minutes, and then they ended up dropping 46 over the next 12 minutes. So that's a pretty good 12 minutes. If you average that out over – you know, it's almost 150 points in the game if you could keep that up.
It's typical. They always come out slow. We hosted Winslow here last weekend and 9-0 before we kind of started, and then we went on a 20-something to whatever run. But they can get up and down, and any lead against them, it kind of, you don't worry until it's kind of late. You know, early on you figure they're going to get theirs, just sit tight kind of thing.
I mean, it's such fun basketball to watch. As you know, there's a lot of ways to win basketball games. You can play slow. You can play, defense this way, that way. But really, as far as being fun to watch, getting teams that get out and run like that, got to be a lot of fun to watch.
They've done this. I mean, these boys have played together since 3rd grade. And, we truck them up. I'll give Sean Savage a shout-out. I'm sure people know who Sean is. He brought AYBL up here and, taught us about travel team tournaments and let us know where to go. I remember the first tournament we went to was at Lawrence, and there's Parker, 8 years old, out there running around with all these other guys that you see out there now. And I mean, I didn't know what I was getting myself into. And next thing I know, there's a fight on the floor, and people from Lawrence are waiting for us in the lobby. And I call Savage. I'm like, what'd you get us into, Sean? And he just laughed, thought it was a riot. But, his thing was to get these kids and travel with them and rub their face in the best competition in the state and show these guys what it's all about and that they can play with them. And they've really kind of
certainly paid off. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So let's talk about that a little bit. Last year, gold ball for Caribou, and your two kids obviously heavily involved. Huge contributors. What was that like?
Dude, I'm glad you. I mean, I'll talk about this probably to the day I die. So
yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure people are sick and tired of it, but I'll tell you. I mean, you watch the game, and I mean, you lose that. I mean, it's not just your two sons. You've got 5 sons out there because all the time we've spent with these kids and the families. I mean, they're your friends now. That's who you hang out with. But it's the little things like the shot Parker had at the end of regulation to win it. When watching Parker shoot, whenever he looks up at the shot when it's mid-flight. 9 times out of 10 that sucker's going in, and he looked up halfway. So I grabbed a friend of mine, Aaron Weston, was sitting next to me. I grabbed his arm and started shaking him and telling him, and from where I was sitting, it was going in. It was money. So I'm shaking Aaron and I'm yelling, "It's going in! It's Mike Thurston again!" And it doesn't go in.
It was almost Mike Thurston, though.
Exactly.
Right?
And I've watched that shot 100 times, and he keeps missing it. But at some point, I bet you that one goes in. And then you watch Sawyer out there guarding a guy 9 inches taller than him and outweighs him by 50, 60 pounds. And man, I was so proud of everybody out there. But I don't know if there's another guy on that team that could have done what Sawyer did against the Hartel kid. He's a talented basketball player and a big, strong kid, and Sawyer wore him out, and that was a big part of it, getting him out of there.
Yeah, he has I just love how hard he plays all the time. He's full out all the time. They all are.
Yeah.
Really.
Oh, yeah.
Coach Corrigan's done a great job with this group of kids. And,
yep.
and Sean and you, I'm sure you had a lot to do with it. And that's what it takes. I know.
Well, I coached with Jet Holsworth and Troy Barnes all the way up through.
Right.
We all brought different parts. Jet was the motivator. Troy was the X and O guy, and I brought waters and snacks for everyone. So
that's not true. You were varsity coach for a long time. That's not true. Even before the Caribou girls, you were the Limestone Boys coach.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that, and I remember coaching against you.
Oh God,
They were always decent games, and we had most of the time we had better talent than you. So
you sure did.
You know a little bit. Well, I don't know about that much better. But we'll see. We'll see.
It all comes down to coaching.
Yeah. But no. So this year's team. Looks like they're pretty safe for today. You never know, but talk to some of the other people around in Class B. Tell me who the main competition is. We usually hear the same teams, and I want to ask you, see what you think.
I'll tell you, I'm not sleeping on Washington Academy. I know they returned 4 of their starters, and they went in the tournament 9th last year, beat a really good Orono team at Orono in their prelim. Any team with Isaac Varney is going to be a challenge. I know they got, upset. Well, I say upset. Winslow's solid, and I think when we go down there, we're going to be in for a battle. It looks like they play great at home. To beat Herman anywhere is a huge feat. So I like Winslow, Ellsworth. They returned. I think they returned 4 starters. So they're going to be, the Curtis boys.
Don't forget the black and white. You better say the black and white.
That was next.
I'm never going to interview
Rob,
you again.
That was next. I was going to ask you, what's it like having Keegan Gentle step back threes in your face, Rob? But,
I thought that was one of my better interview questions for you, to be honest with you.
Poor Sawyer. He handled it well, though.
He did.
Nah, Holton's tough, and Tim does a great job with them. He moves guys in and out of there. It's nice to see, Sawyer and Hunter Sennett were really good friends, through middle school and stuff, and Hunter's been to the house a time or two, and it's great to see him starting to get some time and flexing some of that offensive muscle. He's
helping him.
Yeah, absolutely.
He is. He played great down in Ellsworth the other day, and Holton took Ellsworth right down to the wire.
Yeah, and Keegan Gentle is just Keegan Gentle.
Yeah, he's a good player.
He's an animal.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
So, well, listen, we'll let you get back. Appreciate you coming over. Maybe we can do it again. And if you have a nice deep tournament run, we'll hit you up down there.
Awesome, that'd be great.
Who knows? We might be back up here. You never know with Tweedy. He sends us all over the place.
Perfect. All right.
So we'll take a 1-minute break and bring it back.
Thanks for everything you guys do.
Hey, thanks.
This is Ben Adams from Priority Auto Sales. Listen, I know you've been seeing a lot of these orange plates around town lately, and trust me, I'm not just paying people to drive around in our vehicles all day. Every day we're selling cars, trucks, and SUVs. Why? It's simple. Discounted prices up front, great selection, and low pressure sales. We're simply not playing the games. We really are creating a new way to shop for a used vehicle. Check us out at yourpriorityauto.com and like us on Facebook. Priority Auto Sales, Route 1 in Holton.
The S.W. Collins Company is the only Makita Pro Center in Maine, which means we have access to all the latest tools that Makita has to offer. Our factory-trained employees are ready to make sure that you have the right tool for any project. With over 180 tools, Makita has the largest cordless offering with a single battery platform in the industry. And don't forget, we are also a Makita authorized service dealer. For sales, service, and the largest selection of quality Makita tools, go where the builders go, the S.W. Collins Company.
Welcome back to the Katahdin Trust Company halftime show here on WHOU. The score, 48-23 at the half. Caribou leading John Bapst. Rob, why don't you run down through a few of the first half scores?
Sure. Let's start with John Bapst. They were led by Jaden Sockabase, and he had 9 points. Luke Norman had 8 points. And Caribou was led by Sawyer Depre with 10, Isaac Marker with 10, and Parker Depre with 12.
As it's going to be John Bapst starting the second half with the basketball. They find themselves trailing by 25.
Yes, Caribou went out of their man. They came out 1-3-1. Trapping the corners.
As it's going to be, looks like remaining at John Bapst basketball.
I would think the 1-3-1 would be pretty effective for Caribou, too. They're so quick and they anticipate well. Don't have a ton of length, but they got enough, and they could throw some decent traps at you for sure.
Zephyr out top finds McDonald. McDonald kicks around Ellis. Near steal. Sockabase though able to keep possession. Now another near steal. It's going to be a Depre trap. Now in underneath. Mitchell launches it out to McDonald. His shot no good. Second chance put back is also no good. Rebound taken away by the Vikings. Sawyer gets out in traffic, and he's going to be blocked by Rhett McDonald, but Caribou will keep the basketball.
Good play by Sawyer Depre. Tried to go coast to coast there, but nice block by McDonald.
And an easy 2 points. Parker Depre on the feed from Isaac Marker. The inbound play works. It's 50-23. Caribou with the lead.
They ran that same play in the first half. Parker Depre got the same result.
Welcome to this basketball broadcast brought to you.
Works. And a turnover as Quinn Mitchell looked for a cutter along the baseline. Nobody was home, so Caribou will get the ball back.
Got it to where they wanted to get it, but they didn't make a good pass afterwards. And against the 1-3-1, you want to try to get a high post touch and hit somebody down on the baseline from there. And that time got the high post touch, but didn't really look on the baseline. Threw it into the bleachers.
Sophomore Jordan Kimball will come in as he will replace Zephyr. Holdsworth off the cut. Marker couldn't get his first shot to go. Second shot won't go as well. The ball's going to be kind of volleyballed around, and it's going to be Rhett McDonald in the end who comes up with it, and he's going to be fouled by Sawyer Depre.
A couple great looks for Caribou down here. We just couldn't knock it down.
Caribou foul on number 30.
Nice pass by Ethan Holdsworth.
For Sawyer, that's just his first personal. First on either team here in the second half. McDonald able to get the free throw to go. Caribou's done a really nice job on McDonald today. He comes in being their leading scorer, Rob, but he hasn't had much going here so far in this contest.
No, that was his first point. They've done a great job on him. I think Marker's been guarding him most of the game.
I'm not sure he gets enough credit as Isaac Marker for the lockdown defense he plays.
He's an athlete, good athlete. Traveled there, though, in a little bit of a hurry.
So that'll give the ball back over to the Crusaders. Right now being doubled up by the Vikings. Score 50-25. Ellis trapped, picks up his dribble, needs help. In the end, they find Sockabase, and it's going to be jumped up. As Marker did a nice job getting his hands in there, and he's going to earn possession back here for Caribou.
Man, nice hustle there by Marker.
Sockabase just had nowhere to go.
Got to get rid of it quick. Got to get rid of it before the trap.
Speaking of quick, Marker with a quick first step around his man. Pulls up along the baseline. Pretty stroke, up and in for 2.
Yeah, beautiful little pull-up jumper there by Isaac Marker.
Here's Ellis. Baseline cut. Nice hoop, Sam Ellis.
Sam Ellis has had some nice moves. He's shown the ability to take it to the hoop 2 or 3 times.
Bouchard lines one up from beyond the arc. He gets it to go, nothing but net.
Yeah, Bouchard is now their 4th player already in the game in double figures.
Caribou likes to spread the wealth, and now a steal. Holdsworth. It's Parker Depre, takes it, lays it up and in. It's 57-27. 5.5 minutes remaining here, quarter number 3.
Another little flurry by Caribou.
McDonald gets his first field goal. It's a 3.
Yep, got a nice looking stroke. You can tell that one was nice release and didn't hesitate.
He hasn't had many open looks. In along the right block, Holdsworth lays it up and in. Nice bounce pass by Alex Bouchard.
Yeah, beautiful pass. Let him get in the middle of the paint, though, with the dribble against his own. You're going to have problems.
McDonald. Pass in to Quinn Mitchell. He gets it to go from right on top of the Big East logo in the paint.
Quinn Mitchell's first bucket of the game.
59-32 is your score. Both teams able to get buckets here pretty quickly in the last couple minutes as Parker Depre wastes no time getting that put back up and in.
Well, it's fish in a barrel for Caribou. You let guys get it that deep, it's over, unless they happen to miss. He missed the first one, but he got his own rebound again.
He gets a ton of offensive boards, and he draws a ton of charges as Parker Depre. That's the 4th charge he's drawn so far in this game, Rob. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
I don't think I have. I've coached some kids that have taken 3 before, but I'm not sure about 4.
That's a pile, and there's still 4:15 remaining here in the 3rd quarter.
That's the one, too. Out away from the basket when somebody's not shooting a layup, you really got to have quick feet.
Parker, second chance look, and a traveling violation is going to be called against Mitchell as Depre missed his first shot, stayed with it, and kind of caused that travel. Here's Zephyr checking back in. Ellis will get a breather.
I think he's taking him out because he's got 3 fouls, maybe.
Probably so. Parker Depre lines one up. Can't get the 3 to go. Zephyr with the defensive board.
Yeah, kind of a long one on that one.
McDonald to Zephyr. Thought about it. Instead, goes back out. McDonald.
Switch back to a man here, Tim.
See what they look to do. Zephyr tries to get by Marker. Marker hung right with him. Shot's going to be either partially blocked or just left short. Either way, it's the Depre brothers handing the ball back and forth. And finally, Parker decides he's going to take it. He lays up and in. Drew contact.
They'll be talking about that one tonight. Unselfish. 2 brothers.
I think they made 3 passes back and forth to each other.
Yeah, and they got the and one out of it. That's good basketball there. About as good as it gets.
Makes it 63-32. And how about 64-32 with 3:28 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Caribou's open up a 32-point advantage.
21 points for Parker Depre, too.
We'd been told it was kind of a secret, but his dad says that's not the case. He told us off camera that Parker is approaching the 1,000-point mark. Probably won't get it today, but it won't be long as he's not far away. And there's going to be a foul called over along the opposite side. You're kind of holding that one in, not knowing if folks knew, but Corey Herbert is going to check in here for Caribou for the first time. Sawyer Depre will make his way over to the bench. And McDonald got to try to get it in. That's a 5 count. That's the 2nd time Caribou has been able to force a turnover when John Bapst has been unable to get the ball in play.
Yeah, you got to come hard to the ball there. You can't. They're kind of dancing around, not making good hard cuts. And if it's breaking down and you can't get it in, somebody's got to flash hard to it.
Bouchard, open 3, left side, back iron, no good. Marker skies above everybody, gets the offensive board while he can't get the putback to go. He's going to have a chance to go to the free throw line here.
Yeah, Marker showed some hops on that one.
Number 14, Keenan Zephyr.
Zephyr drew the foul for John Bapst. It's going to be their third team foul here in the second half. His second personal as Marker gets the first free throw to fall. Good to see McDonald get up from the floor as he felt quite hard on some contact there.
13 points for Marker so far.
Gonna make that 14 with the made free throw. 66-32 now. Here's Zephyr. And a steal. Parker Depre lining it up. And I guess you can call that a dunk. He got over the rim, Rob.
Yeah.
Wasn't emphatic, but it's better than anything I've ever done. So we're going to call it a dunk.
Yeah, absolutely.
If that were me, I would want somebody to call it a dunk.
Got to call it a dunk.
Even if I'm on a trampoline.
Yeah.
Three-pointer lined up from Soccer Basin. Parker looks over, finds Herbert. Back to Depre. Easy two. Caribou getting out and running.
Yeah, they got it all going now, firing on all cylinders here.
70-32 is a score. They've opened up nearly a 40-point advantage, and Coach Jones has decided he's going to empty the bench. So there's going to be 5 new players check in here for John Bapst.
Be interesting to see what Caribou does here. Tough because you got to get your starters some minutes and your kids, some of the other kids. I would guess Coach Corrigan will be a whole long time before he brings in a few more subs. Got a couple subs in there.
Coach Jones might also be using this as an opportunity to send a message.
Yeah, well,
maybe he's not pleased about effort.
He probably is, yeah.
As that ball carried him straight up and it hit the support structure, so that'll be out of bounds. Caribou will get the ball back. Under 2 minutes remain here in the third quarter. Caribou in the driver's seat. They lead by 38. Marker lines one up. Can't get the three to go. Here's going to be Chadwick, and they're going to say he carried the basketball.
Yep, got his hand underneath it for like a half a tick.
Alex Bouchard. Herbert swings it around. Parker lines up a three. Can't get it to go. He stays with it. Another offensive board. This time he gets in the lane, and while he can't get the shot to go, he's going to go back to the free throw line where Parker Depre has a chance to make this a 40-point lead.
Yeah, Parker's working on, I don't know what his average is, but he's got 25 or 26 right now.
And that gives us time to give you the injury report. Once again, brought to you by County Physical Therapy. Whether you want to get back to sports, back to work, or simply back to living your life, County Physical Therapy can help. Visit one of their 5 convenient locations or online at countypt.com to learn how CPT can help you. And once again, everyone in this game coming in healthy. And so far, through the first almost 3 quarters, everyone's still healthy as Depre is able to make a pair. It is 72-32 now. Minute and a half remaining in the third quarter. Caribou with a commanding lead.
27 for Depre.
Butler looks, finds Chadwick. Gonna go left. Finds Norman, and it's a steal. Here's Parker Depre. Up again over the rim.
You count that as a dunk too? It'd have to be for you or me.
Hey, he was up above the rim, so I'm not sure if he made contact, but either way, he could have dunked it if he wanted to. 74-32. Parker having himself a day. With it, Norman. A steal. Herbert. Corey takes it. Drew contact, couldn't get it to go, and he goes into the wall. He's going to get up. Corey Herbert's going to go to the line for a pair of free throws here. That's going to be Luke Norman picking up the foul. 5 team fouls now against John Bapst here in this third quarter. Second personal for Norman. Corey Herbert at the line. Corey banks the first one in, gets a little laugh out of his teammates. Not sure Corey called that.
No, I don't think so. Counts the same, though.
He looks over at his bench as I think somebody on the coaching staff may have said something to him. Second free throw is up. That one's strong, no good. Look at Parker Depre, though. Comes up with his own board, just stepped around the John Bapst defender, laid it up and in. 77-32.
Yeah, pretty good hands there by Parker Depre.
30 seconds now remain here in this third quarter. Connor Young finds Chadwick. Parker Depre steps in and makes the steal. Caribou could hold it for one if they want to. Here's Depre, puts the ball on his hip. Burkowski, and a 3-second violation going to be called against Caribou. As away from the ball, somebody camped out in the lane. So John Bapst should end up with the last.
Not sure camp's the word, but they were in there.
Perhaps not. I didn't know what else to say. Kimball. Shot with the up and under move, no good, and Caribou will not get a shot off. However, an impressive third quarter for Caribou. They're going to have a 45-point advantage going into the fourth and final quarter. It's 77-32. We'll be back in 1 minute on WHOU.
It's never too early to start planning for your future, whether that means protecting your family with life insurance, college planning, or starting to save for retirement. I want to help you get started.
Regardless of your age, it's important to start planning for your financial future now. And as you inch closer to retirement, it's important for you to protect your assets, your retirement income, and your family.
Thompson Hamill has many tools available to help you chart your course on your financial roadmap. Thompson Hamill, LLC. Your family, your future.
Tired of the same old boring meals? Try something new this week. TNT Takeout at 69 High Street in Holton has what you're looking for.
And believe me, the name doesn't lie. The food is dynamite. Every pizza is loaded with lots of gooey cheese and delicious toppings, from traditional pepperoni to barbecue chicken combination to vegetarian pizza or all meat.
You can grab their specials or enjoy salads to food off the grill, Mexican seafood, and hot or cold subs. TNT.
Welcome back to Caribou High School, ready for fourth quarter action here on WHOU. John Bapst started the quarter with possession, but Corey Butler's shot's going to be short. Caribou will have the basketball. We're going to see lots of the reserves here for both teams in the game. It's going to be Burkowski up top. Now Brigman has it.
Brigman's a kid. He hit a 3 in the first half. He can really shoot the ball. I remember him hitting some big threes in the tournament for them as a freshman last year.
Burkowski lines one up, drills it. It's 80-32 now.
Burkowski's looked solid today. Gotta love that if you're Coach Corrigan, having kids make shots, building that confidence and building that bench.
He and Brigman would start for nearly any other team, at least in the county, if not in most of northern Maine, a lot of the Big East. Three-point attempt is going to be up, and again, that is going to be short. That was Corey Butler. Couldn't get the shot to go. At the conclusion of this game, we're going to have the girls' game, so don't go anywhere. John Bapst Caribou girls will be tipping off somewhere close to the 4:30 mark. Bregman works it around now. Burkowski lines another one up. That one won't go. Rebound on the offensive end. And shot's going to be put up. No good, but Zach Medora, a junior here for Caribou, will go to the line.
Good follow. That's the thing about Caribou. They don't have a ton of size, but they all hit the glass, too. Every time you see kids hitting the glass.
Corey Butler picks up the foul. His first personal. 16 fouls now against John Bapst. As a free throw is up and good for Medor. Makes it 81-32. And that free throw puts the lead at 50. An impressive performance through the first 3+ quarters here for Caribou. As getting into the lane, the shot is not going to be any good. No continuation. Jordan Kimball, though, drew the contact, and the ball will be out along the baseline.
Nice drive to the basket, though. That's a good finish, too. A lot of contact. Got hit before, but still able to make a finish.
Butler looking to inbound, finds his man. Shot's going to be put up. No good, as Crowley couldn't get the shot to fall. But a foul took place along the floor, or on the floor. It's against the Vikings.
Caribou fouls on number 40.
That'll be Corey Herbert picking up his first personal. Corey having a great season in the goal for Caribou this fall as their team won the Northern Maine Championship. Fell just short in the state championship, but I know you had a chance to referee a number of those games, Rob.
great team. They did a great job. Coach Scott Hunter always does a great job in soccer. And little continuation from last year. They had a great season last year in soccer. This year, even able to take it further and carry it over. Just this group of kids are just winners. They're just really good, athletic kids, and you can tell they love to play it together. I've never seen any situations where I thought there was any jealousy or anything like that. They're just great kids, and that's a testament to the kids, but also the coaches.
So we look across the gym. They were 2018 Class C track champions. As a layup, going to be up and in for Brigman. 84-32, 5.5 minutes remaining. They were also the 2018 boys Class B tennis champions.
Yeah.
And they've won a lot on the girls' side too, particularly in tennis and cross country. But as far as this group of boys goes, the three-pointer is going to be up and good. That was Connor Young getting the shot to go. They've won in all 3 seasons now, Rob. State championship in the wintertime in basketball, the Northern Maine championship. As that three-pointer is going to be off the mark by Brigman. But that was soccer, and then a couple spring titles as well. Ball's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Caribou as Zach Medor unable to save the ball in. 5:03 left here in this contest. Again, the girls' game coming up. With it is going to be Crowley. Connor Young, who hands off. Kimball now. Isaiah Rice to Young. And it's going to be a steal. And now stolen right back. Three-pointer. Going to be put up and in. That's Jordan Kimball. Able to get the free to go.
Jordan just a sophomore.
84-38. Brigman lines one up and drains it.
Yeah, Brigman's a good shooter. Give him that much time, he's going to knock down shots. Somebody made a mistake there on defense.
Brigman barely rippled the twine. A timeout taken. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll take it as well. Back in 30 on WHOU.
Tired of the same old boring meals? Try something new this week. TNT Takeout at 69 High Street in Holton has what you're looking for.
And believe me, the name doesn't lie. The food is dynamite. Every pizza is loaded with lots of gooey cheese and delicious toppings, from traditional pepperoni to barbecue chicken combination to vegetarian pizza or all meat.
You can grab their specials or enjoy salads to food off the grill, Mexican seafood, and hot or cold subs. TNT Takeout, the convenience store that has it all.
Call 521-5250.
It's the Vikings leading the John Bapst Crusaders by a score, 87-38. Just over 4 minutes remain here in the fourth quarter as the Crusaders will lose possession. Strong take, up and in for Caribou. That's going to be Caleb Espling, hitting his first 2 of the game.
Yeah, that was a nice take by Espling.
Caribou's got a good chance to hit the century mark. As that three-pointer is well off base, but right there to rebound it is going to be Corey Butler.
Yeah, tough finish there by Corey.
Makes it 89-40. Shot up by Barnes. He can't get a shot to go. Rebound is going to be taken down. You see Corey Butler looking to push right side. He's going to pull it. Couldn't get it to go. That three is going to be off the mark. Rebound taken away by Joey Gregson. Long 2 put up from along the baseline. It's going to be missed off the mark. And back to go the other way. And despite the block from behind, Connor Young will go to the free throw line as he was fouled. They're going to get Espling, I believe. No, that was not Espling. That's going to be number 50. That's Gregson. Stopping the clock with 3:15. At the line is Connor Young. First free throw is going to be off the mark.
Connor's got a lot of arc on his shot.
Yeah, he sure does.
Worked for him the first time, though.
He would have done well in the pit up here, Rob.
Yeah, absolutely.
Although I'm kind of surprised they let you into Caribou today, to be honest with you. Rob coached in a middle school game earlier this week. Last game at the pit. You weren't very kind, I don't think.
Oh, I don't know about that. Our subs played a lot. It was just one of those things. Can't tell the subs not to score. Then I'm lucky Holden's got some pretty decent talent coming up in the 8th grade.
I saw some people giving you some dirty looks on the way.
No, nobody was. Don't get that rumor going.
89-41 is the score.
Good block that time by Espling.
Espling's got a lot of length. Another block by Espling is going up. It was Corey Butler, and he was met by Espling. A couple rejections. Here's Quist. Works it around. Barnes had it. Gregson. Back to Barnes. Everybody touching the ball here. It's Espling. Going to take it himself. Gets his man in the air. Up fake shot. No good. Espling has it though. Caribou will have another possession. Gregson takes it. Can't get his shot to go, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Espling. So John Bapst will get the ball back. 2:16 remaining here. Caribou is going to advance their record to 5-0 for John Bapst. They're going to fall to 0-4 here on this young season, going into the holiday break. Shot is going to be missed, and a tie-up. No, it's going to be a foul, a reach-in foul.
Going to send Connor Young back to the foul line, I think, Tim.
We'll get to see those high-arcing free throws.
Caribou foul on number 44, Riley Bouchard.
As that was Riley Bouchard picking up his second personal. 17 fouls here in the second half against the Vikings. At the line, Connor Young gets the first free throw to go. Reminds me a little bit of one of your former players. That's almost Nick Gio-ish. Nick used to put a lot of arc on his shot.
Yep, he was a great free throw shooter.
You like to have the ball in his hands at the end of the game.
No, absolutely. Yeah, he knocked him down. He's a great shooter all around, just a real good shooter.
Nice take. Espling able to get in the lane, stepped around a defender, laid it up and in. 91-43, under 2 minutes. Remaining here in the fourth quarter is that three-point attempt. It's going to be up off the mark, no good. Butler couldn't get it to go. The Vikings out with some numbers. Going to kick it out. Barnes thought about it. In the lane, good take, up and in. It's going to be Riley Bouchard.
Nice move there by Riley Bouchard. His first bucket of the game.
93-43. Isaiah Rice works it around. Here's Butler. Guarded by Espling. Fall away shot. Got it to fall. Good shot. The only way he was going to be able to get that out over the outstretched chain of Espling was to fade away. Now down to a minute. As that three-pointer is going to be up and good. Riley Bouchard again. It's 96-45. The fans would like to see the Vikings get to the century mark as a reach-in foul is going to be committed. I'll send Jordan Kimball to the line.
Look down there and see Coach Corrigan, even in a 50-point game. Kid makes a bad foul away from the basket. He's still coaching. Love to see that.
As the first free throw is going to be up and good by Jordan Kimball. He's got a second free throw coming up. Second free throw is up. That one rolls around the rim, no good. Espling with the board.
Caribou needs a quick shot here and then maybe a stop to break that 100 mark.
A steal, though. Going to go back the other way. Takes it. Laying it up and in. It's Jordan Kimball.
Jordan Kimball's looked pretty good in the time he's been there, just a sophomore.
Here's Espling. Finds his man in underneath. Give and go with Bouchard. While Bouchard couldn't get the hoop to go, he did draw contact.
Good cut there. Nice pass. Good give and go by Bouchard.
And at the conclusion of this game, Rob will make his way down courtside where he will have the Pat's Pizza post-game guest as Bouchard misses the free throw. Some fans groaning. They really want to see them hit 100.
Yep.
Second free throw is no good. Espling, though, right there. Lays it up and in. 18 seconds. It's 98-48.
That doesn't look like they're going to shoot it. Coach Corrigan having their kids stay back, too. It's a good move by Coach Corrigan. Classy move there.
So the final score here today is going to be 98-48. The Caribou Vikings picking up the impressive win. And again, they will advance their record now to 4-0. Getting ready for, or 5-0 I should say, getting ready for a big matchup with Ellsworth after Christmas. We'll go ahead, take a 90-second break, and when we come back, Rob will have our Pat's Pizza post-game guest. Don't go too far, back in a minute and a half.
From kitchen excellence to building damage, owning your own restaurant comes with a lot of liabilities.
Among drivers, vehicles, and business property, there's a lot of exposure.
If our equipment fails, we know United Insurance has us covered.
For us, finding the right words for marketing campaigns is simple. Finding the right insurance is not. That's why it's nice to know United Insurance has us covered.
United Insurance has us covered.
United Insurance has us covered.
The United Insurance has us covered.
United Insurance has us covered.
White Smiles Family Dentistry realizes that life gets busy. We have locations in Presque Isle and Fort Fairfield to better accommodate your busy schedule. If you need to see a dentist but don't want to wait months for an appointment, then call White Smiles Family Dentistry. We are always accepting new patients and can accommodate you as quickly as possible. We offer the area's most complete dentistry, including implants, extractions, root canals, and implant-retained dentures, which saves you from trips downstate or transfers to another dental office. Don't wait months to see your dentist. Call White Smiles Family Dentistry today.
Don't get flush-traded. Get Rick Hannigan Plumbing and Heating to handle all your pipes. Master Plumber Rick is ready to get your pipes back in action. Give Rick a call today at 538-7131 and like him on Facebook.
Scoville Building Supplies may be a little store, but it's a whole lot more. You can find most anything you need at Scoville Building Supplies: plumbing, painting, lumber, windows, or doors. Everything you will need for your construction, remodeling, updating, or building. Call Scoville Building Supplies today at 425-3192.
We want to welcome you back here to the Pat's Pizza postgame show here on WHOU, and Rob has made his way down courtside. He's got Isaac Marker.
Here with Isaac Marker. Isaac, great job. A little bit of a slow start for you guys. You only had 2 points after the first 4 minutes. Ended up scoring 98, I think it was. What was the difference in that slow start?
I think we were just getting used to all the fans here and the new team we were playing. We're so early in the season, still trying to find out where we're going to sit later in the year.
Now, great job defensively. I noticed, I think you were guarding their leading scorer most of the game. Good team defense. Did Coach say lots of ball pressure this game? Because you turned them over a ton early.
Yeah, a lot this year we're focusing on defense. We're really looking to pressure teams, and we're hoping to get lower our turnovers and up theirs.
I want to ask you this. Off the record, who's the best dunker on the team? I know you got a few dunkers. I think you're one of them. I know you are. Who's the best dunker?
Oh, I'm probably going to have to say Parker Depre. His vertical has just shot up since last year. I've been having knee issues, so I'm not able to get up as high as I used to last year. But, yeah, he's been getting up, and he's showing a lot of talent, a lot of improvement from last year.
Maybe we'll have to have a contest. One last question here. I noticed you sang the national anthem. More pressure singing the national anthem or shooting a shot in the game? What's more pressure?
I would definitely say singing the national anthem. It's a lot of pressure. I'm still a little bit new to it. I just started singing in front of people last year. Other than that, I've never sang in front of people outside of my house, but last year I decided to try something new, and it's just turning to something big.
I've heard Tim Tweedy sing. I think you should give Tim Tweedy some singing lessons. Well, Isaac, thanks a lot for being with us, being our Pat's Pizza post-game guest. Tim, back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Rob. I'm not sure he really has heard me sing, and he does not want to either, nor does anybody else. We will go ahead and send it back to the station one more time and kind of wrap things up. When we come back, we'll have the scoring, and then we will kick off the Jay McLaughlin Construction pregame show, getting ready for game number 2. It's going to be the Caribou girls hosting John Bapst. We'll take a 1-minute break and bring it right back here on WHOU.
We all know a Aroostook County winter isn't much fun, but it can be with the right equipment. Holton Tire Company at 76 Smyrna Street is your boss plow dealer and carries the King of Snow Aaron snowblowers. Full service department with parts in stock.
Steelstone Industries in Holton is your location for gravel, salt, sand, paving, and plowing. Groundwork materials of all kinds and equipment to move it. We now offer heavy equipment and truck repair at our shop on 289 Station Road in New Limerick. Call Steelstone Industries at 532-2675.
for drivers from Patton to Bangor and everywhere in between. Buying from Thornton Brothers is a rewarding experience.
If you're looking for a new Ram pickup, Thornton Brothers is definitely the dealership you want to visit.
Enjoy employee pricing plus on select new 2019 and 2020 Ram trucks at the Big Finish event at Thornton Brothers. Thornton Brothers in Lincoln, your hometown dealer, wherever your hometown may be.
So 98.
Welcome back here on WHOU as we're going to wrap up game number 1. Before we turn to game number 2, it was the Caribou Vikings with a 98-48 victory over John Bapst. And Rob, why don't you go ahead and wrap up the scoring from game number 1?
Sure, let's start with John Bapst. They were led by Jaden Sockerbase, and he had 9 points. Connor Young, Gordon Kimball with 6 each. Lucas Norman had 8. Sam Ellis with 6. Rhett McDonald with 5. Caden Zephyr with 2. Quinn Mitchell with 2. And Corey Butler with 4 for their total of 48. Caribou, they were led by Parker Depre. 31 huge points. Great job by Parker. Isaac Marger with 14 points. Great job defensively by Isaac. Sawyer Depre and Alex Bouchard, 10 points each. Very efficient 10 points for both them too, Tim. I don't think either one of them shot the ball more than 6 or 7 times. Ethan Holdsworth, another really good game for the sophomore. He had 6 points. Jake Burkowski had 5 points. Michael Bregman with 8. Then they had Riley Bouchard with 4. Riley Bouchard with 5. Caleb Espling with 4. Zach Modor with 2 and Corey Herbert with 1 for their total of 98.
We'll say it one more time, don't go anywhere, because we've got the girls' game coming up. We've got to give them an opportunity back at the station to do a little technical stuff and kind of wrap up game number 1 and then get ready here to start game number 2. So we'll take a 90-second break, and then we'll bring it back for the J. McLaughlin Construction pregame show as we get ready for game number 2. We'll be back in 90 seconds on WHOU.